Welcome to my 12th ever Wild Watches video. Today, I will be talking about the movies I watched in the month of December. I will talk about them individually, starting now. The first movie I watched was Ice Sharks. It's a boring, but special effects heavy shark movie. The characters are boring, the plot is good, the CGI is okay, but there's a lot of CGI that looks iffy at times, and there's a lot of CGI that looks decent at times. It's a passable shark movie. The second movie I watched was Phantasm 3, Lord of the Dead. Up to this point, it's an awesome series. I love Phantasm 3 about as much as I love Phantasm 2. It's a superb, fun time, action-packed, and over the top. The third movie I actually watched twice. Once by myself, and once with my brother. Lights out. Keep the lights out. This is a really enjoyable scare fest. I have a great time watching it. I love everything about the jump scares, because most of them are earned, and they're fun. Not this annoying, oh great, here it comes. Ow! That hurt because I hit my head in between the shelves like I did in real life. Yeah, I hit my head in between my shelves with one of the jump scares. It's a great movie. I hope they give a good sequel. The fourth movie I watched was The Conjuring 2. I watched this with my brother as well. This is one of the best movies of 2016 for horror movie reasons, because it has everything good about a horror movie. Great suspense, great acting, great character development, great scares, great jump scares, great disturbing imagery, suspense, thrills, chills. I loved it. The only downside is that it is a pretty long movie, to be honest. Almost 2.5 hours. The fifth movie I watched was with my girlfriend. She didn't want to be recorded, so I respected her wishes. But it was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. A powerhouse of a movie. Brutal, disturbing, horrific, eerie, chilling, scary, and overall very atmospheric. A very raw movie. It's a classic, no doubt. It's the one from 1974. The one from 2003 is pretty good too. The sixth movie I watched was Phantasm 4, Oblivion. This is the weakest Phantasm movie out of the bunch, in my opinion. It's a decent movie, don't get me wrong. It could have been so much better, but the budget really held it back. A lot of it's flashbacks, and that can take you out of the movie. It took me out of the movie, that's for sure. The seventh movie I watched was Boggy Creek, the 2011 reboot of a 1972 classic, cult classic. I read the book for this. I love the book. The movie, it's a fun time. Very cheesy, kind of gory, has some great effects. It's just meh. The editing's really bad, and the ending can suck my balls. The eighth movie I watched was Phantasm 5, Ravager. Now, a lot of people hate this movie. A lot of people think it's the worst out of the franchise. Not this guy. I loved this movie. It's not as good as 1, 2, and 3, but it is much better than Part 4, in my opinion. It leaves room for more story, which kind of sucks. But I have come up with some ideas, such as there being another force besides the Tall Man, because Angus Grimm is dead now, or having the Tall Man take the form of someone else, because he cannot take the form of the Tall Man anymore, because for reasons that they can come up with it by themselves. I am not that creative. But we need a new antagonist, and more Phantasm, please. The ninth movie I watched was Krampus, or Krampus, or Krampus. I love this movie, though. It's a great Christmas movie that we actually watched on Christmas Day. It's a really well-made movie, especially for that time of year. The 10th movie I watched was Siren. Now this was a great spin-off of VHS. There's some good gore, great acting, decent characters. It's just kind of there, though. It's not the best movie ever, if you know what I mean. The 11th movie I watched was Don't Breathe. Don't tell me what to do! This movie was suspenseful as hell. I loved it. It was not as good as Evil Dead 2013, in my opinion. I have a soft spot for that one. But Don't Breathe is a solid movie, no doubt. The 12th movie I watched was Castle Freak, from Stuart Gordon, director of Reanimator, From Beyond, and Dolls. This was a pretty good movie. It's pretty sad, very dramatic, and pretty horrific, too. It's from Full Moon, motherfuckers. I love me some old school Full Moon. The 13th movie I watched was Carnival, from 1989 to 1991. It was released in 2000. Leave me alone. In layman's terms, this movie took a long time to get made, but when it did, no one really cared. It's a decent movie. It's missing a lot of attributes that could have made it a great creature feature, but instead it's a ripoff of Watchers. The 14th and final movie I watched was The Pyramid. It's okay. I like the fact that the antagonist was not what you expected it to be. It could have been so much worse. I actually kind of enjoyed it. It's cheesy fun, especially near the end. But let me tell you something else. This movie is found footage and it does not give a fuck. It'll break its own rule. Oh yeah, we're found footage. Well, now we'll show an aerial shot of them all walking with their cameras, because we're not found footage. Oh wait, now we are again. It's little things like that that pissed me off. But it's still enjoyable, no doubt. And that's it. Those are the 14 movies I watched in December. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and to leave comments and subscribe.